Why? Because they know the dangers. Because if at all, if this state has been converted, bloodbath would happen. Right? Jinnah made a mistake. What he did? He made a religious state based on Islam. Fine, fair enough. Even though Jinnah in principle, he was a secularist. He didn't went into all this type of religious connotations. He smoked a pipe with a coat and suit. But he took a wrong route. Right? What has happened now? Now what's Pakistan? They're crumbling down under. Right? So, and entire Pakistan was towards Kashmir and towards India. What has happened now to Pakistan? What happened to the commoners of Pakistan? What happened to the children of Pakistan? Now milk inflation is high, rice kilo is high, right? That's what you happen when you take a route based on fundamentalism. Our founding fathers are saving till our nation because we stood principles of secularism. We stood in the principles of inclusiveness. We kept religion out of governance. Huge resistance. When Hindu Code Bill was brought in by Dr. Ambedkar, they literally burnt effigies of Dr. Ambedkar. No. Why we sacrificed Gandhi? Because he took a secular approach. After independence, he said everyone should be equal. Finish him off. Close. The entire conspiracy, if you read many textbooks, very clearly says, eradicated them, eliminated them. Now they are tarnishing Nehru. Why is they tarnishing Nehru after 70 years? Because Nehru stands as a principle of secularism. Not because he is belonging to the Congress. No. He is a rational person. He is a founding father. First 5 years of turbulent period he administered. Why? So they want you to see the world in their own way. So you think religious, we imagine, see our religious Islamic brothers, they had a country carved out of Islam, right? They had a chance to move because there's a country is being formed in the name of Islam. What did our Indian Muslim brothers did? They stayed back. Who's a better patriot? Who's a better patriot? I got a country which is formed under my religion as a state religion. This country has kept religion out. They believed in Gandhi. Forget it. I'm not a Muslim on first. I'm an Indian first because Gandhi has given an Indian view. They stood the principles of secularism. They stayed back. They are more true patriots than any one of us. But what are you doing now? You are showcasing him as invaders, foreigners. Why that view? See, in Tamil Nadu, because of Periyar movement, for us, Pongal, we celebrate together. From Ramzan, we eat biryani together. All biryanis, right from beef biryani, everything. We eat together. In Christmas, we eat biryani together. We have a lot of interreligious marriages because our social liberation movement run by Periyar taught us the design of these fellows who come in the name of caste, in the name of religion, who have nothing to do with your humanism, nothing to do with your scientific temper, nothing to do with any type of inclusive development. So keep them apart. Always you close your eyes and raise objection. Later you see, even though they bring good things also, don't worry. You close your eyes and say no to them. Then you'll analyze. Invariably, Periyar will be true. Whatever designs they come in, whatever formats they come in, it is always with their secretive agenda to satisfy limited number of people at the suffering of the majority. Our approach of democracy should be the reverse. The elite minority shouldn't be subserved, let it be. But our intentions, our thought process is to how to lift the uplifting masses in all spheres. We have the maximum number of Dalit entrepreneurs in Tamil Nadu. Yes. We have the maximum number of women entrepreneurs in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu. You know, there's a community which is being said that worshipping, doing labor is like worship to God. Right? There's a quote.
Work is worship.
Huh?
Work is worship.
That's the most stupid statement. For a doctor, it's okay. But for a man who's manager, is it okay? They want to entrust that this is your caste. Your caste entitled to do manual scavenging, and when you do manual scavenging properly, you go to God. For doctors, okay, doctor, white collar, AC room, you treat your patient, pakka you treat your patient, fine, you go to God. Fair enough. For lawyers, okay, for doctors, okay, for engineers, okay, for IAS officers, okay, but the toiling labor, is it okay? You clean the ditches very perfectly, very cleanly, go down and clean it, that's the way to God. Superstition, man. That's the message from Tamil Nadu, from the Ashram Tamil Nadu. So what it is, Kalaignar, no? He developed an inner reservation policy. Among a scheduled caste, he gave an inner reservation to manual scavengers.
Nice.
Inner reservation among SCs. You had a SC reservation, you got 18%, man. We got 3% inner reservation for scheduled caste doing manual scavenging work. After he introduced in 2006, now it's 2020. Every year, 1,440 doctors are from that community. Around 5,600 engineers are from that community. That is social upliftment. The same grandpa who worked as manual scavengers in a government hospital, their grandchildren are the deans of the hospital now. They are the assistant professor of the hospital now. Where is merit? This is only merit. If Kalaignar would have stood by this so-called merit and kept the manual scavengers away because they have no access to entrance, they have no access to proper education, in the name of merit, in the name of dilution of merit, this social strata would have been achieved. So what's the prescription for India then? Social justice is a prescription of India. Federalism is a prescription of India. Linguistic rights is a prescription of India. So we have to survive as an union or Indian union. We should develop our own methodology of development each and every state. Then contribute to the central. If federalism is practiced in principle, like for example United States of America, we have something called United States of India, or if you have like something like a European Union, it's an Indian Union, you have your linguistic identities, you have your own separate facts, you have your own economy to develop. We all have a common agenda program. For example, if Kerala or Tamil Nadu or Uttar Pradesh or Madhya Pradesh have equal number of MP seats in Lok Sabha, then it is democracy. Why you are having Sikkim or Northeast as limited representation? Because it's the smallest state by size. So just because their population is low and size is low, why their representation in parliament is low? So that's why the entire policy making is not towards India. So when I have 40 MP seats in Tamil Nadu, I will suggest that 40 MP seats should be for Assam. I should suggest 40 MP seats for small states of Arunachal Pradesh or Goa or Kerala. Because Uttar Pradesh is huge. It doesn't determine the prime minister of the country, no? Anyone wins Uttar Pradesh, they become PM.
Yes.
Right? Anyone who wins Uttar Pradesh, they become PM. One state determines the PM of this country. And what will be policies will be? So I say if the state is divided against linguistic lines and the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha should have an equal representation of all the states, then we'll have true India. Then the message will be very clear. Kashmir issue will be very clear. Assam Northeast issue will be very clear. You will know what Tamil Nadu is speaking for. We will know what Maharashtra is speaking for. That collectiveness will happen. That's a challenge. That's the challenge of the future. We can't have a unitary structure, bypassing all linguistic aspirations, bypassing all social justice aspirations, and do a framework or 90 bureaucrats shouldn't rule the country. So if they rule the country, Delhi is against India, not us. The Delhi bureaucracy is against India. The union government bureaucracy is against India, not us. We are not anti-nationals. Right? We are not urban nationals. We represent the true voices of India.